Goeiemorgen, good morning, and to my Capitolian friends away. Guys and girls, this morning, or let me say this rather this week, we had a lot of things, we've done a lot of things. We had an outside braai. We talked to Siegfried about ducks, so we went into the dark side of the world. But this morning, something totally different has happened. Remember last Monday, my kitchen was taken over by myself, with my wife's helping, but this morning my kitchen was taken over by somebody totally different. So, alright, with no further ado, let us all say welcome to Zhan and Elzanne, I think.
Good morning, Mora, and welcome to the first and probably last installment of Zhan, Gordon Ramsay and Friends. I did my nails especially for you guys. I've also been working out. Check my biceps. Alright. Today we will be making a blitzige modder cookie. So in English, a thunder mud cake. Testing to see that all the ingredients are fresh, definitely fresh, yes. I see we've got some chocolate, good start. Alrighty, let me just think a bit. Alright, so we're going to need 3 tablespoons bruismeal or self-raising flour.
Is that the English word for that?
Yes, I think it's self-raising flour. 2 teaspoons of sugar. Nothing like sugar in your ear, just keeps the germs away. 1 teaspoon cacao. 3 teaspoons milk. 3 teaspoons cooking oil. Vanilla geersel. That's vanilla essence. And then 1 bar 1 chocolate, but we don't have bar 1 in New Zealand. We've got Mars, which is pretty much the same, exactly the same. Alrighty, let's get started. If I can just put the menu thingy down, right over there. So we mix the flour and the sugar. Yes, just take the flour and gently pour it into a cup.
Yeah, nails look good this morning, huh?
Thank you. It took you 2 hours.
I could believe.
So, it's always tipping in it gently, make sure it goes there. There we go. Didn't even waste a bit. Alright, next thing we'll probably take this sugar. Yes, that's sugar. I like sugar. Chuck that in there as well. How are we doing, Gordon? Chop. Alrighty.
Presumably Gordon is watching you guys from the side.
And he's impressed.
You think so?
Look at that smile.
He should have just done his hair this morning, but anyway.
Alright, now we take the cacao. So once I put this into the cup, so you see how steady I do it, just, you can never be too sure you don't spill. That's not all of it, so I'll just tip it in once more.
Why don't you use the spoon?
I just like using my hands, you know. I wash them.
Your hands-on girl guy.
Virus free. Alright, I'll probably take the oil and vanilla. The oil or the vanilla first. Doesn't really matter. Now I'll take my cooking oil and gently, very gently, yes, very gently, more to the left, so yes, I don't, rather in the middle of the cup than on the table, as my mom always says. Alright. You can see we've definitely done this before.
You guys are starting to make a little pile of stuff down there, eh?
Oh, and the milk. Don't know if I've mentioned this, but everything goes into a copy because it's just enough for one person. Alrighty, now I'm going to take the spoon and without making a mess, I'm going to stir it.
That's stirring that.
Yes! Mess-free stirring. Hey Gordon. Like it, there we go. It is looking beautifully. And it even smells like chocolate at this stage.
Where does the Mars bar go? Is that for later?
No, it goes in there as well.
Oh, okay.
Half now, half later. Alrighty. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to add half of the chocolate since our mixture is mixed through. Half of it. So I'll take my left hand and just, that should be about enough. And I'll give it another mix real quick. I haven't got my mixing hands on today. You know you're mixing right if your belly goes up and down.
I say mix your belly.
Well, you need to feel the spoon be one with the copy.
Okay.
Alright, so for kids, ask your parents to help you with this. I'm just gonna use my left hand and just take off the little stuff that's stuck inside the spoon. And then get that all into the copy.
Did you wash all your hands?
I did. I hope everyone did.
Are you gonna lick that? That's nice.
Prefer it cooked, but so far so good. Beautiful. So this is where kids, we need an adult. Just making sure the chocolate's definitely fresh. This is where we use an adult. So what you normally do is just call Ma, Ma. Now your slave will take your chocolate and put it into the microwave for 90 seconds or a minute and a half. Not a second more, not a second less.
Yeah, but while the chocolate's going there, tell us a story. Why not?
My nails really do look beautiful today.
How long did it take you say?
Yes, so sorry, it's flu season. I'm not an expert chef, but you know, I do read a lot of Gordon Ramsay books, and I even watched the show yesterday, so it's taken my cooking up a notch. Self-love is important, guys and girls. Remember to caress yourself, even though your hands are dirty. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We can always wash clothing.
Or your mother could wash it. That's probably the thing.
Yes. So as I was talking, you know, in this time of isolation, 30 seconds ago, home workout's important. Look at that. Look at that. Show him a bit of triceps in there. Ooh, yes boy! Yes boy! Okay. So, with these arms I can do 400 pull-ups a day. I think. Alright, so 10 seconds to go. Alright, are you ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, done. Cool. Now our food is ready. Ma!
Once again, mother is called.
Alrighty, would you look at that? So before we do anything else, can we just take this spoon, just break it open so that people can see how lekker it looks inside? A very, very clean spoon. Okay, that's good enough. I think I did a really good job in showing people. Now we're gonna take a clean spoon. So the idea is to use vanilla ice cream, but apparently in day 86 of lockdown, you can only get mango. So there's my ice cream. Drag it over this way, but I might just do it on the right hand side. Yeah. No, the left was fine. The left was fine. So I'll take. There we go. Just break it. You know, it's really hard frozen. There we go. Alrighty. And place it into your cup where the melting process can start, and the tummy filling process is quick on its way. Baie lekker. Broer asof 'n engel op my tong gepiep het. Just press that down. Alrighty, I'm gonna take another scoop because that mango, I think the passion fruit is looking at me.
The same spoon you just had in your mouth.
Yes, but this is home cooking. You need to, you know, like when your Oma made you stew, she always tasted the stew.
But your Oma never put the wooden spoon back into the pot. She put it probably in your bum.
No, she definitely put it back. Alrighty, there we go, guys and girls. Ta-da! I think we need a drum roll. Alrighty, now let the eating commence. Because there is so much ice cream, I'm just going to take a happy of pure ice cream. Lekker. Nothing like brain freeze 7 o'clock in the morning. Really anxious to get to the cookie pot.
Bit messy actually.
But warm, I need some ice cream. We forgot to add the rest of the chocolates. As Gordon Ramsay would say with ingredients, rather late than never, né Gordon? Oh, yeah, so there we go. Finished product. Ta-da! Thank you for joining us on this episode of Zhan, Ramsay and Friends. Thank you to my ponytail in the background.
Thanks a lot, guys and girls. I say girls. Oh yeah.
Look what you did to me.
Alright, there is also some cooking of a different nature. Actually a lot of fun here this morning, but stuff still needs to happen, so they are going to start and eat and probably or hopefully clean up the mess they made.
Oh, come clean up. Grappie.
Alright, let me see, was there any questions regarding this this process of cooking? Yeah, but fun this morning. Let me see the Vanita saying fire out, Elsie Snowman, haha, julle is snacks. But indeed asking if we are going to share the recipe. You really want that recipe? No, I'll share it. It's actually, when it's done professionally, it looks much better. So, guys and girls, this is Friday morning. Friday morning that we're all stuck back in lockdown, or still in lockdown. What is this, day 8, I think? Day 9, around there, yep. Time flies and you start thinking all these weird things. So, yeah, what is happening out there? I have seen a few weird things. I've seen a few weird stats coming from the South African side, stats that I find very hard to believe. So I'm not trying to make up a new conspiracy. You know my thoughts about the airplanes, but thoughts I'm having on this, on the stats that comes out of South Africa. And somebody from the medical fraternity this morning sent me an inbox saying that only 25% of the specific testing kit for the virus is accurate, and they believe that has been given to South Africa, or they don't know if that has been given to South Africa. So this coming from a medical professional person that I specifically know myself, so I'm not going to name them on here. I know them for quite a long while, and they have assisted me as well with in times when I had the heart problem. They were also there for me. So coming from that source, it could also be that if you test 40,000 people, you only find 1,000 has got the virus. You either have got a very high immune system, something that's worth looking at, or that the whole world will probably be looking at, or you got the wrong test kits, or whoever's doing the job is not doing the job at all. Except I'm not going to go the way that people can count in the country. Do you remember your previous president and his counting ability? So, question here coming from regarding the recipe, asking if they can use mint ink rather than bar one. So, yep, you could probably use mint as well. You can use anything you want to do. Yeah, today would have been the day that my kids would have been in New Zealand with me. So, to my kids out there, I see all of you have tuned in this morning to see the crazy guys on this side. Yeah, we miss you, and it would have been first time in 2 years that I've seen you. Not a nice thought to think that you guys aren't here with us, but that's how the way that the world is happening. So, any questions regarding anything this morning? Let's see where we got. We got about another 13-14 minutes left that we could play around with, and we can have a bit of a chat. What's the thoughts of the people in South Africa? Is the lockdown really being taken? You see how bad my shirt looked this morning. Goodness me. I will learn how to iron in this time, probably. What's the thoughts of the people in South Africa? What's your thoughts about your lockdown there? Is it really as good as they think they are, or is there a lot that could be done to better it, or do you think it's adequate the way that it's being done there? Question from Magda asking how long before we can do an application for immigration. Magda, to be quite frank, I had a few discussions with a few different people yesterday regarding this, and the thoughts are, and I'll also post a video a bit later of given links from Stanley, where he has given some thoughts on that as well, and how long lockdowns normally last and so forth. But if you have seen that Canada has just extended their lockdown by another 2 weeks. So the Canadian lockdown of 4 weeks is now 6 weeks. The Chinese lockdown was 8 weeks. And they're slowly but surely now starting back up. So, yeah, I believe we would be in this for another 4 weeks at least. So let's say we go down 8 weeks. Then we got to see if the rest of the world, comply with what we are trying to do in New Zealand. I mean, if South Africa's number suddenly starts to rise and they are very sick, it could be that South Africa probably won't be allowed in, or any other country for that matter. I mean, the Americans, if it goes like that in America, I doubt if New Zealand will allow in any people from the USA until stuff has really turned around that side. Just something from Vanita. Vanita says she's got a Q&A session on Zoom at 11 a.m. Vanita, please post that Zoom link up for us here. Sadly, we should have posted it down here, but post the Zoom link for us. I'll try and see if I can squeeze that session in as well. I think I've got another meeting at 11 as well. Yeah, somebody saying, or Martha saying lockdown is a joke, and going crazy on this side. Garth also saying there isn't really a lockdown this side. You see, if the countries around New Zealand ain't safe, if it aren't safe for our government to allow them back in, we aren't going to allow that. And I think they've made that very clear on that fact. I've been monitoring the Coast Guard for the past 3 days. I haven't heard one call of any of the normal fishing people going out to ocean. Because before you leave the harbour, you get on the radio and you tell Coast Guard, even if you're just catching in the harbour, you get on the radio and tell Coast Guard what your call sign is and how many people's on board and for what period of time you're going to go out, so that they have a log somewhere that there's somebody out on the water. But I've listened to the Tauranga Coast Guard, and I mean, they do a wide stretch of area, and nobody has even once come up on the radio, let me say, it's human beings, but a person from the public. There has the odd water taxi and so has left that I heard them talk on the radio. But furthermore, that radio has been dead quiet. So on the New Zealand side, I think people are sticking to their bubbles. There's a bit of overlap here and there, but not that major, not a major concern to me. More of a major concern to me is the people that is arriving in the country. There has arrived 3,000 odd people in, I think, the past week, and the quarantine on them hasn't been that good. So, but they have to self-isolate. So we'll see if they are going to do that. Presumably, government has got ways of tracking them. They've made it quite clear that they are tracking them. Also, be Snow saying taxis can drive and load more passengers. People still driving like it's normal working day. Yeah, that's a sad part about Africa. I actually thought that this would happen, that there would be no control on those. There would be no control on the population down there. It's always difficult to control a population if they are living in the squalor that they are living. And I mean, if you take where some of the people, or let me say the majority of the people in South Africa is living, and if you're living so near to each other, once that virus has run through there, it will go like wildfire. That's my one big concern on Africa. And then in Africa, you've got a lot of people living in South Africa that the government has got no record of. So people that just walked over the border. So those people that just walked over the border, there's no way the government ever can go back and say, let's track this specific person and see where they are. Well, in New Zealand, if you come in, you have to fly in. There's just no way they can walk over a border here or swim in or take the boat. I mean, the nearest country from us is about 3,000 kilometers. So quite a boat ride, or if you want to do the floating thing, quite a long float before you are even near to us. So you have to fly in, and everywhere you got to go through border control, and these border controls are quite stringent, presumably now. So yep, let's just see what happens down this side. As China is starting to open up, their markets are slowly but surely starting to lift up, but the markets are very weird. I saw the markets lift up by 5% one day and drop down by 5% the next day. So +5 one day, -5 the next day. It's as the markets has got no real footing to stand on. It's that there's no real buyers and no real sellers. So the sellers are buying the one day or selling the one day, and the buyers are buying the next day, and it looks like they sell the following day. So there's no real concrete, easy way to say it'll go up or go down. In the long run, I presume that it will go up. But as Kevin Links also said yesterday, and I'll post you that link a bit later, that global recession is on the cards for all of us. So global recession means that the money has become worthless basically for a period of time. So yep. Another thing that I saw, what I thought about yesterday is first time ever that my vehicle went for about 2 weeks with me putting in no diesel. I nearly chuck in a tank of diesel at least every 5-6 days. So I drive a lot. So yeah, my car would probably wonder what's wrong with me. I wonder if I'm still here. So keep that in mind as well. So start your cars from time to time, or just let that engine run so that the battery don't go down totally. I know just to start it and switch it off is not a good way, because you drain the battery during the starting process. It's got to run for a few minutes. So just do that. As we saying, they called the military in for help. No, the military gave them a part of warmklapper because they cut and walk. Yeah, I've seen stuff coming out of the military as well. I would say stuff that's not kosher, but as that is Africa, stuff like that happens all the time. So, all right, guys and girls, this is Friday morning. I want to walk out and show you guys what the sunrise is doing this morning. So this is early morning. You could probably take a chance and feel how it feels outside. That's not too bad. Yeah, that's not too bad. There's the sun, if I can just get the, there's the sun rising on the side there. The side just behind my house, the sun is rising. It's actually a beautiful morning, crisp, clear. You can feel a pinch of winter down here. Temperature outside I think is about 11-12 degrees this morning. So that's all looking ready for winter to soon start kicking in. Yep. As Magda say, winter is on us. So we vaccinated with the flu vaccine. I haven't done that ever in my life. I was actually thinking of doing it this year, but yep. You probably have to sit outside in your car, because this is what they do here. They sit outside in your car, and then the nurse comes and sticks the needle into your arm there. So, also saying vaccine is out of stock in Pretoria. That is for the flu vaccine. I've heard a lot of things pro and against the flu vaccine, so I don't know which one to really believe, as I haven't tried it myself. And it's not that I'm a anti-vacciner or whatever they call them. I just haven't had the chance really. All right, guys and girls, I'm going to swing the camera around so you can see the Bay of Plenty, or Taurangas, and the places where we live. And on that note, I'm going to say to you, my name is Jan Viljoen, all the way from Welcome Bay. Thanks for joining me this morning, and have a lovely weekend out there. Remember, we're back on Monday morning, and we'll continue with our talks. I think on Monday probably we can do a bit of financing and how to finance your life with the COVID-19, thoughts on that, and what to do for the rest of the period, and how to avoid future financial problems like this. All right, see you all on Monday. Have a lovely weekend. That is the sun just coming up there behind that little hill. All around, and then you get the water, the lakes coming in. On the left hand side of the picture, that's the Mount Manganui coming in there, and then this lake. The tide is, I think the tide is going out now, so there's not too much water in there, but it's a tide. And then right there at the back, our own, what I call Table Mountain. As you can see, it's flat on top. All right, thank you very much. Enjoy your weekend. Stay safe and wash your hands.